Your kids will be saying,
"Please 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
and,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, teaming up with Mary's Place, doing Kicks for Kids. Try, man. These kids need sneakers to call their own as they're going back to school, and you and us are getting together, raising money to make that happen.
Last year, even during the tough time like a pandemic where people were struggling to make some money, people still ponying up a lot of money, BJ, last year for us for Kicks for Kids. Over $36,000, and we're hoping to do that again this year. Actually, we're hoping for $40,000. A very lofty goal, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. And Rockaholics like Kimberly, who donated $269. Pete, who donated $69.69. Nice. And Mary F., who donated $200, are the reason why we're able to hit those kind of goals.
Yeah, every dollar does count. Really, it does. If that's all you got's a buck, please send it along. Yeah. Donate today at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release that Kraken. Go out there, Squid Squad, and go have some fun. Yeah, it's a Thursday, so at least wear your Kraken gear. All right.
I'm wearing it. We're all wearing it. We all got Kraken stuff on.
Yeah, I got my S on my chest. Good for you. And that's it.
Wow, Vicky.
Yeah, really well.
When are you going to grow up?
Oh, my goodness. I was not even. Wow. Okay, well.
Okay. And shout out to the Kraken. I don't know if you saw on their Instagram page, one of the funniest Instagram posts there. They just shared one of the profile pictures for one of their players, which is Nate Bastion, Nasty, who came over from New Jersey, who I'm already a fan of, but I love him even more. BJ, I don't know if you've seen his Instagram profile picture. It's the most ridiculous picture of drawing of him wearing a Kraken jersey wearing number 14.
Wow. MS awesome. Paint to the max. That's amazing.
And it says Climate Pledge Arena on the helmet.
Oh, is that what that says?
Yeah. It's so bad. It's awesome. So great. Just go to Seattle Kraken's Instagram page. You'll get a good laugh.
That's amazing. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Trevor on Whidbey Island. Trevor, are you there?
Yo, what up, guys?
Hey, what's up? All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Trevor will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Trevor, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's crack it.
Nice. Who played Jeff Spicoli in the early 80s movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Dustin Hoffman?
No.
Matthew McConaughey.
No.
Pass.
The lowest elevation in the U.S. is located in which desert?
Pass.
ABBA's song Waterloo won what 1974 music competition?
I don't know. I was not alive. So pass.
What is the smallest unit of matter?
Adam.
Yes. What happens when you roll 3 consecutive doubles in a game of Monopoly?
You win.
No.
You pass go?
No.
I don't know, pass.
Uruguay is on which continent?
Peru.
No.
Africa?
No.
South America.
Yes. What does a Geiger counter measure?
Earthquakes.
No.
Tornadoes?
No.
I don't know, pass.
How many Pitch Perfect movies are there?
3.
Yes. What is 10?
Absolutely love them.
1, 2, 3. Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, I mean,
Well, that comment cost him a last question, though.
It did.
Sometimes-
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, Trevor, if
you
you
could have
wanna be a
gotten that
winner-
one. It could have been. It could be the deciding factor. Earlier today, Steve barely won.
I think Trevor knows the truth. I think he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to be 0-6.
Yeah.
0-6. Oh, at some point, I mean, we got to maintain the integrity of the game, but at some point, you got to get a win, right?
I always win when I'm not on the air.
Oh, okay. Well,
Isn't that how it goes? There you go.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Who played Jeff Spicoli in the early 80s movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Ooh, you forget that he's Sean Penn.
Yes.
It's crazy to think now.
The lowest elevation in the
Aloha,
U.S.
Mr. Hand.
The lowest elevation in the U.S. is located in which desert?
Nevada.
No.
Mojave.
No.
The Desert of Tranquility.
No. ABBA's song Waterloo won what 1974 music competition?
Oh, Eurovision.
Yes.
Nice. I didn't know that.
What is the smallest unit of matter?
Not giving enough?
No.
Oh. A pound?
No.
A feather.
No. What happens
even
when
know
you
what
roll
that
3
means.
consecutive doubles in a game of Monopoly?
Yahtzee.
No.
You go to jail.
Yes. Uruguay is on which continent?
Africa.
No.
Ah, damn it. South America.
Yes. What does a Geiger counter measure?
Geigers.
No.
I don't know. Heart rate?
No.
Pounds.
No. And Steve, you squeak by again. You win 4-3.
Yes.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Damn it.
So close, Trevor.
Sean Penn is what cost you, Trevor.
It is.
It's okay. I'll bring the beers.
That's the most important player of the team.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, man, there was a couple of them that he did not get. And even he made the comment about the ABBA song Waterloo winning the 1974 competition. He was like, I wasn't even born then, pass. Like, he didn't even try. He was just like, done.
Thank goodness for that Will Ferrell movie. Otherwise, I would have
Yeah.
never even known something like Eurovision existed.
Yeah, and I ended up watching, it was like some sort of pop documentary, and there was a whole one about Sweden, and they were talking about how nobody knew about ABBA until they did this, until they did Eurovision, and then they blew up.
That's so funny.
That was
I didn't know that show was going on for that long.
Yeah,
Is
I had no
Eurovision
idea.
kind of like an idol? Is that what it was? Like a,
Essentially, yeah, each country gets to pick, or somehow they decide one band will go up there and do a song for, the competition. And
So it's like a battle of the bands for the world.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of times they were kind of blah, frou-frou things, like just things that would be like, oh, our country is so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then ABBA went out there and kind of just blew everyone away with a pop song, and then kind of just went off from there.
Wow.
The lowest elevation of the U.S. is located in which desert?
I don't know. Too many U.S. deserts, apparently. Mojave, I know.
Death Valley.
Oh, Death Valley.
Valley.
Is that
That's a
Nevada?
desert, huh?
It's in California, Eastern California.
Death Valley's called a desert. All right, fair enough.
And then
Remember that.
the smallest unit of matter is the atom. Trevor got that one correct.
Yeah.
It's the itty bitty beat. The itty bitty one. And then what does a Geiger counter measure? I bet BJ knows this one.
I do. Radioactivity.
Yes, radiation, radioactivity, that sort of thing.
What
So,
was the mass one?
the what?
The unit of mass?
I literally just told you. that.
Sorry, I brain farted.
What is the smallest unit of matter? Is the atom.
Thank you.
Which, yeah.
Do you really want to know that? Because he just said it.
I know. I guess I could use that question a couple, three
Sorry.
times.
Wow.
You know, it's almost 9.
Hey, Red, what is a Geiger counter measure? I forgot.
Radioactivity, you dummy.
Thanks.
Gosh,
listening then.
I zoned out for a half a second. Like no one's ever done that.
No, nobody's ever done
It's
it.
just
You're the only
amazing
one.
how you were able
I
to.
know y'all looked at me like my wife sometimes, and she's like, "Did you even just listen to a single word I just said?" I'm like, "No, I'm sorry. I can make something up if you want me to, but
Yeah.
no."
I have a question.
What?
So wait, you said no to the Mojave Desert?
Yeah.
Death Valley's in the Mojave Desert.
Oh, okay. Well, Steve said that, so he wins anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thank you, Dan.
You get another point.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what was the answer to the Mojave Desert one?
So Death Valley then. So Death Valley's the lowest point, but it's not Death Valley's not the desert itself.
Right.
So
It's a
it is
desert
called the Mojave
valley,
Desert.
yeah.
It's a desert valley, so...
Yeah, see, that's what confused me. I was like, I didn't know Death Valley was considered a desert. It's in a desert, but it's not considered... It's not called the Death Valley Desert.
Right, Death Valley is in the Mojave. Fail,
Yeah,
Rev.
okay, thank you for that. Danny, good job, because I was like, I thought I knew what
Well,
the
I'm glad
hell.
Trevor didn't answer that at all and just
Yeah.
passed, and Steve got it correct, but it didn't
See,
matter.
we
'cause he
wonder
already
why.
won.
We wonder why we give Rev a hard time about things, because it's not like you get everything right, even when you get it off the internet.
I don't know what you're talking about. Congratulations, Steve, on your win.
Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
All right, yeah, good job, Steve. You're great. Hey, Domino's just launched a new promo called Surprise Freeze, which I love this because it looks like they're trying to bag on the surprise fees that you get when you get all these door delivery services, food delivery services.
Oh, okay, because they'd always tack on more. I've never, still to this day, I don't think I ever will really use any of the delivery services.
Same.
I either go get it myself or I only order from a place that has their own delivery service.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes when we're gaming, we're in places where you've just got to use one of those door delivery, those doors, or you just have to do the food deliveries. There's no other option.
I'm with you. I get there's a need for it. I just hear too many horror stories and I just don't want to deal with it.
And the surprise fees really irritate you, but you realize, yeah, fine, I'll pay whatever I want. You got me over a barrel. And so I love that Domino's is like, well, we've got surprise freeze, where they're adding free food to random orders for the next few months.
Brilliant.
How about that? So you could be one of the lucky ones. You open up your stuff and you go, look at this. I got cheesy bread in here. They gave me some extra pizzas.
You think it would be brilliant, but remember when everyone lost their minds when they added the U2 album to everyone's phone?
Yeah, because you couldn't eat it, Rev. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. If you could have eaten the album.
And
I
that
think
was
it would've
to
been better.
everyone. That wasn't like, hey, 100 people get the U2 album for free. That was literally everyone with an iPhone, and man, I'm still mad about that.
And we can't compare food with bad U2 records. It's like apples and oranges.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
So you have to order through their website or app and hope that you do get lucky. The odds are 1 in 14 that you might get a surprise free.
Well, then I'll just order 14 different things in one night.
Oh, there you go. That's
Dude,
how
that
I
would
get
make
you.
my night. And whenever stuff like that's happened before, where all of a sudden, like, especially like fast food, you'll get home and you get maybe 2 extra chicken McNuggets in your chicken McNugget thing. You're eating like, I know I ate 10, but there's still more nuggets in here. This is so weird. And
Yeah, it's a brilliant move. You're right.
Sadly, I know I've eaten 10 based on the amount of how much I've used of the sweet and sour sauces. The 2 pack. I know where I'm at.
Oh, so you can tell just how overboard you've
Pretty
gotten.
much, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take them at 9:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by the Washington State Department of Licensing. Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And once you get through, remember, Steve's got this golden rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, has to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I just got a text message in there. Someone was saying, did you guys hear about Russell Wilson? The rumor of him trying to restructure his contract so that some players can stay in Seattle, taking a page out of old Tom Brady's book. I hope this leads us to a championship. Go Hawks!
Yeah, this is a good call. And I love this plan, especially if, I don't think Russell should have to sacrifice a whole lot of money in his life. Thinking that's, because nobody paid him when he was doing really well and didn't make a lot of money. But if they can pay him when he's gone, which I think a lot of businesses do, and I get frustrated that people don't think of this as a solution, is you just, you do that. You pay them when they, are no longer playing as a way to be able to make great championship teams happen now.
I don't know if that's part of the deal, though. I don't know if he's going to get money after the fact.
Well, restructuring, usually that's part of it. I don't know how else they could restructure his deal and pay him the same, unless he is going to take less altogether.
Or they'll turn some of it into like a bonus or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure.
They can do that and skirt around the luxury, the salary cap. That seems like cheating.
I think there's some ways around those.
Why wouldn't more people do that?
I'm not a general manager, so I have no idea.
I mean, think about that, Steve. If all you had to do was just pay somebody in a bonus, why doesn't everybody do that so they can get as many players as they want? Because, baseball, there are teams that have no problem paying a ridiculous amount of money to get people.
But if he does, apparently the Seahawks don't necessarily even have to ask him. They can just restructure if they want to. But obviously, it's a bad gesture if you do it without the blessing of the player, especially your star player. But he said that he's willing to do a restructure because he said that we have to figure out a way to get Dwayne Brown back on the offensive line, obviously, because he's going to sit out until he gets something reworked. He's a little bit older, so that's that issue. I think he's like 36. And then there's also Jamal Adams, which not older, a younger guy, supposed to be a star player for us, and they gave up 2 first-round draft picks for him. So these things got to get figured out before the season starts. And if it means Russell doing whatever he's got to do to make it happen, I'm okay with that. I'm willing to get one last coffee a week.
Yeah,
and put that money
good for you, buddy.
As well.
All right,
that's at least like an extra $10 million.
Right. I look forward to see how they do this restructuring, because it'll be cool to see how they X and O the financials of the game, which is almost as important as X and O'ing on the field, really.
I just hope we don't go down that Cam Chancellor road where you remember he was sitting out and there was a game of neither side was bending. And the Seahawks were like, well, screw it. You're just going to sit out. You're going to sit out. And it just eventually they got it all figured out. But it was like a few games he ended up not playing?
Yeah.
We don't need that crap right now, BJ. We have a championship to win.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Russell's going to do that. I think Russell and the team are going to work with each other.
I'm not talking about Russell. I'm just talking about the team working with Dwayne Brown and Jamal Adams.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. I see what you mean. You got to do something, like you said, Steve. And I think Russell being willing to do this is the first step in the right direction, because you're not going to be able to get the caliber players when you've got a guy making as much as Russell. It's just tough to do unless Russell pulls a Brady. Yeah.
And you need those two guys for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Russell's not dumb. Anybody in the offensive line that can save his butt from getting smacked to the ground, yes. I think he's going to go, you know what? I could make a couple extra bucks, or I could stop getting my head smacked into the turf every 5 seconds. I think I'll restructure.
Someone asked the question on tomorrow's are we treating it like a Blue Friday because there's a preseason game this weekend?
Oh. What did we do last year? I can't remember.
I'm going to.
I am now.
Yeah,
I forgot until right now.
Same.
Oh, so is there a preseason game every week now? Until the start of the season? Is that how it's going to go? Because I heard they were shortening the preseason with this new. Because is this the 18 game, or is it? How many games are we playing? How many weeks? I forget.
4 games total. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we have extra game. We have one extra game, 17 games.
So we have 3 preseason games.
Yeah. And 1 extra regular? Is that it?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember they added that one game.
Yeah, the AFC teams, they're going to get 18 games, and then the NFC get the 17, and then they flip it the next year, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is that? Oh, really?
I think that's how it was. I could be wrong.
Oh,
don't
wow.
quote me. I'm not your sports leader.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think that's how they worked it out. Like 1 year, one conference gets more games, and next year, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, Steve. I know about the 17, but I didn't hear about what you're saying. That doesn't mean it's not true, though.
I might have been on crack that day when I heard it.
Yeah.
You're my sports leader, Steve. So
that's a bad decision on your part.
We're going to be talking to Mitch Levy at some point during the football season, and I'm sure he will work it all out for us.
Now, if you want me to be your sports T-shirt leader, I'm absolutely there for you.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so wait, I got to put this in my calendar. You're saying we are Blue Fridaying from now on?
Yes, forever.
Forever.
Because tomorrow, big game against, I almost said the Oakland Raiders, but big game against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, wow.
Preseason.
All right, well, I'm going to put this, I'm putting it in my thing right now because you know me, I forget things. So here it is.
Put it in your thing.
I'm going to put it in my reminders. I'm the only one on this show that uses the reminders app, so
that's
I'm
fascinating,
about
BJ.
That. Well, it's true, I am.
No, you're not.
Do you want a medal?
No, and also you're not.
No, but who else uses the reminders app?
Hello, me, who the person who just said you're not the only person.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Welcome to the club, buddy.
Texter says they're all 18 games, home and away games flip-flop every other year. That's what it was.
Huh?
the number of home games you have as opposed to away games flip-flop every year.
Well, that makes sense since you have an odd number of games you're playing.
Right.
That makes sense. That's what you caught.
I remember hearing something where AFC gets X amount of things happening. Now it makes sense. Thank you, Texter. The Texter is our sports leader, BJ.
You know what?
Yes.
That's going to make a lot of sense because of the fact that the extra game that you have is going to be against the other conference. So that would make sense that, all right, all this year, we're going to go face off against the AFC in their joint, and then, or however it's going to work out, and then they'll come to our joint. All right.
I've missed wearing my jersey for Blue Fridays, but I'm kind of worried because tomorrow it's supposed to be like 100 degrees. So
don't wear anything underneath it.
Tank
You'll be
top.
fine.
See out tank tops, baby.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
It's Tank Top Friday.
Tank Top Friday.
And don't forget
Tank Top Blue Friday.
Okay.
We have so many Kraken T-shirts. I do believe the other sports make T-shirts too.
Blasphemy.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, speaking of football, someone wanted to know our opinion on this because apparently Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has been catching a lot of crap on Hard Knocks because he puts salt on his sausage McGriddle. What do you guys think?
Because he put salt on his McGriddle?
I did see this. There's somebody put it up on Twitter and says, what is wrong with this man? Why does he need more salt on his McGriddle? And he's sitting there on Hard Knocks just like dumping salt on his sausage McGriddle.
So he really loves the salt then because he comes from a generation where people put salt on everything.
But I think it's already been salted. Like I've never once had anything from McDonald's where I'm like, this needs more salt.
Oh, but it could just be like me. It's not necessarily that it hasn't been salted enough. It's just that I like the taste of like salt on top of whatever I'm eating.
Oh, all right.
So even if it's like
he's putting a lot of salt on that bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah, I know. He must really love the sodium, dude, because Steve's right. I mean, I think McDonald's has got the salt content figured out that you don't have to add any.
I think it's an old person thing because my grandma will do. No, seriously,
Danny, you're an old person.
I know
right.
I am.
She'll put salt on her hand like if she was going to do a shot of tequila and just lick it off.
Yeah.
Ew. Wow.
It's like, if you're going to do that, where's the lime and tequila, Grandma? Like, don't be just consuming the sodium for, the sodium.
Yeah. You know, I love kids. Shut up. I remember you when you were in diapers. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm old enough. I do what I want.
Oh, she's at that point. It's awesome.
Yeah. That was, by the way, a spot-on impression of your grandmother. I want you to know. She sounds like a little like Groucho Marx. Hey, can I do what I want? You saying? Sounds like a gangster from the 20s.
That's exactly right.
That's Vicky's grandma right there.
So it said also tomorrow, Blue Friday, the 13th.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jason Voorhees rocks his number 12 jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
that's right.
Yeah, like a goalie mask that looks like a Seahawk goalie mask.
You can do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I did see one of the big hockey goalie mask painters. There's this guy, he goes by Dave Art. Like that's his Instagram and his whatever. And he posted a teaser. He's making one of the goalies for the Kraken, their goalie mask. He's doing the paint job, and he always knocks that out of the park.
That's
so
awesome.
I can't wait to see what kind of magic this guy puts together. I think it's going to be Grubauer's one because him and Grubauer have done masks together before. But
this is exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Gets more and more real.
You wonder if he'll throw in any hometown stuff.
You know, I wonder on this go around because he really knows nothing about this town. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the guys I was watching on NHL Tonight, they had one of the members of the Kraken on Schwartz, and he was just saying how I think a lot of the players are moving to Seattle in September, like the first week of September. That's when they all start coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, you posted another teaser? That's what it is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, where,
it's like a black light thing.
Yeah, where like when the black light hits it, you could see like the Kraken tentacles. It looks like you could see the Kraken word.
Wow.
As well as the cool Space Needle anchor logo.
Are you going to point that? You post that up on the BJ Mix page, Vic?
Yeah, let's share that for sure.
Yeah, that looks really sweet.
It looks like when a black light hits it, you see the words Kraken on it.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Wow, that is pretty sweet.
I mean, this is like a goalie mask on acid. It's perfect for Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just, when you see stuff like this, you go, gosh, it's getting so real, man. Mm-hmm. Realer and realer.
Let's go.
Yeah. I know. It's going to be so exciting. Well. And then we got the Mariners. Okay. Congratulations.
Hey, the Mariners are doing things.
Yeah, they're doing things.
They won yesterday. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish it was all that matters. I really do. Baseball's disappointing me. The Mariners and the Red Sox are both disappointing me right now, and it's just not fun. Not fun at all. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got more of your calls, more of your texts. We'll take those at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone said earlier this week you guys were talking about parenting fails. I'm a small business owner, and I forgot that my husband and I had traded nights for pickup at daycare. About 10 after 6, I get a phone call. Hello, ma'am. Are you going to pick up your daughter? I was in Wallingford. She was in West Seattle at 6 p.m. It was the worst 45-minute drive of my life.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's some tough business, but you know what? You're juggling. You're juggling, baby.
It's tough. I mean, that's a massive fear, like forgetting your child somewhere or just like not thinking yet. I mean, luckily she's in good hands at daycare, but they probably don't want to wait, and you don't want to be that person making them wait.
And they charge you extra for each minute or each couple minutes.
Do they? Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. If
that
you're
makes
late,
sense.
yeah, they'll charge you way extra.
Does that go straight in the pocket of whoever's sticking around?
I hope.
Right?
Yeah, it's well worth it, though. I mean, at least you know your kid's safe.
Yeah.
You know, you're juggling. I mean, you're juggling. I don't think that's a huge parenting fail these days. You know, you're running around doing so much. It's just easy for people to get their wires crossed and think that the other person's going to pick the kid up. I'm going to give her a break.
We have a new member of the 69 Club, everybody.
Woo, here we go.
Speaking of Kicks for Kids, go to KISW.com to donate. We're trying to raise money to put new sneakers on kids in need. Someone says I just joined the 69 Club with a $69 donation.
Nice.
I make this money mowing lawns, but my kids have shoes, so I want to help others. So rock on from Jeff in Olympia.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
Jeff, you rock, man.
Yeah, more oftentimes than not, man, the Rockaholics are really making big donations compared to, like, you know, what they make for a living. And I really greatly appreciate that. Because it is. You just don't realize how important it is when you're a young person going back to school to have a new pair of sneakers as opposed to something maybe ratty with holes in it. Mm-hmm. Your self-esteem gets so it just gets so raised, and they get to pick their own sneakers. They're going to get gift cards and get to go to whatever store they want and get whatever they need.
Dude, even like now, like as an adult, like when I get new sneakers, which doesn't happen all the time, when you do, like you have that extra pep in your step. And like, you know,
totally.
Just think, I remember being a kid and like finally my parents bought me something that I wanted. And I was just like, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember my shoes that I got. I got those Reebok pumps. Like the basketball shoes. I didn't play basketball, but they were cool.
Yeah, the pumps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I had hockey skates. They did the pump technology.
Really?
They were the CCM, I think, skates. No, Reeboks. They were Reeboks.
Okay, they were Reebok. Okay, yeah.
Reebok and CCM ended up being together, but they were Reeboks. And this was just a few years ago. And I remember ordering. I'm like, they have the pumps, but I really don't care about the pump part. Man, I said, screw it. Let me just try it. The little green thingy, and pumped it. Yeah. And I was like, this is so comfortable.
They were so comfortable.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were the best.
Oh, yeah. The pump. Whatever happened to the pump? Why didn't that stay in style? Or is it still going?
I have no idea.
I think those things in like the shelf life of the actual pump itself, I think would like not work all that great.
They did not last that long.
Yeah. I think it was just kind of like, oh, this is cool. And then people finally realized it's not worth X amount of dollars cool.
Hey, they still have them.
Do they?
do?
Yeah, and they are expensive now. Like Adidas has some pump technology, Jurassic Park Insta pumps.
Wow.
They look amazing, but $200 shoes.
Well, that's
sadly, that's around the price you pay for like that style.
Yeah, really.
Plus, they look like toddler shoes, but they're kind of amazing.
Get them. You know what? These are you, buddy.
I know they really are.
For me, I had a pair of Air Nike, the Nike Air Flights, I think they were called. They were these cool, like, black high top ones. And those are the ones, remember I shared the story a while ago about this kid tried to mug me for my sneakers?
Oh, yeah.
Back when I was growing up in Brooklyn. Those were the sneakers. I literally just got them and got off the bus, and he's trying to, like, take them from me. And I was like, the time where I realized in life you just have to stand up for yourself. Because I was like, there's no way in hell I'm giving up these sneakers. Like, if they were like an old ratty pair, maybe I would have been like, fine. And I would have believed that. He said he had a gun, and I could tell he didn't. But I was like, I'm willing to go to bat for these sneakers. And I tell my mom, and she's like, you idiot. Like, I would have, like, what if you really got hurt? It's like, I still have my sneakers, though.
Yeah. You know what? At least you have something to bury me in, Mom.
Because I feel like she wouldn't have bought me new ones if I gave them up.
No, exactly. She would not have. So, you know what? You had to fight for your right, buddy.
That's right.
206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
Someone just said, I ordered Domino's last night, and we had a sticker on it saying free surprise.
Woo! There we go.
They got some chocolate, the chocolate overload cakes.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, wow. Again, Domino's, 1 out of 14 people, I think, if you order through their app or their website, they will give you they call it surprise freeze, because it's basically a dig on the delivery services surprise fees that they give you, those food delivery services.
And one texter proves it's legit.
Yeah, I like this plan. All right, Domino's, you might be hearing from me. I might see if I can. I'm going to see if I can convince some of my buddies this weekend. Maybe see if they want to do a little Domino's action. Get that surprise free.
Nice. Get the what was the one I had recently? I had pineapple and bacon Domino's.
Ooh.
It was a few months ago.
Good call.
That is a good call.
It was a great combination. Like I wouldn't have put those two together, but man.
Well, you sold me on just the pineapple and pepperoni.
Yeah,
I was always doing Canadian bacon and pineapple because it was just the thing that I grew up with. But I changed to pepperoni, and it's been a game changer. So now I'm excited for bacon.
I fear causing a rift between us and Canada, but I really do think that the Canadian bacon is what's holding back the Hawaiian pizza.
I'm kind of thinking that now at this point.
Yeah, it's not necessary. It's the Marty Jannetty of the pizza.
Wow.
For you wrestling fans.
Wow.
Look, I'm not saying that pepperoni or bacon don't make a good mixture with pineapple, but you know what? Canadian bacon or ham, it's a classic. You know what?
It is, but sometimes you just need to retire those classics and bring on the new ass.
One thing when I get my barbecue chicken pizza, especially the one over at Mod Pizza, I put on it. I ask them to put pineapples on it because it works perfectly with that pizza.
Well, see that you get to do anything you want. You know what? You're your own man.
Yeah.
I mean, you forget about it. Throw everything on there.
I just like talking about this because I'm watching Danny get more and more upset at us as we talk about pineapple on a pizza.
I just don't listen to stupid conversations. I've kind of just not listened to you for the whole past 5
Well, we've trained you well, Danny.
Have you tried the pickles on the pizza yet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're delicious.
It's amazing.
They're so good.
Wow, I've never done that. I haven't done that
Fat
yet.
Zach's in Puyallup.
Oh, really? Yeah, we went down. It was at Puget Sound Pizza. They had for the Pizza of the Month the real dill, and so we had that after we went to the Gilman House for our gin tasting.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Perfect.
Huh?
Oh, it was so good.
Well, I'll try a slice. You know, I don't know if I want to order my whole pizza that way because in case I don't like it, but I'm willing to try a slice.
BJ, I thought that as well. I was like, I'll just have one slice. It was at a party, and they had boxes of all different types of Fat Zach's pizza there, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've heard people talk about this. I'll just try one slice. I tried one of the other slices, and it was really good, but it made me miss. I was like, why did I waste my calories on this when I could have had more of that pineapple? I mean, that pickle pizza.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to have to give it a shot.
I'm just going to throw this out there, and I know we can't try it here because I tried it when I was out visiting Lily in Massachusetts, but I had a shrimp scampi pizza.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
It was delicious. It was like a butter sauce mixed with kind of like some Alfredo for the white sauce, like pizza base. And then it had shrimp scampi, like pieces all over the pizza with mozzarella cheese.
Sounds like it's delicious.
Oh my gosh. I was like, we were both, because Lily loves shrimp. Like that's her new thing is she will eat all the shrimp and it was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Lily Gum.
Yes.
Okay. Lily Gum.
Yep.
Oh, shrimp.
Shrimp.
Yep.
That does look good. Vicky's showing us a picture of it. I'd eat it.
Oh, you would?
I'm like seafood on a pizza seems interesting.
Well,
I'm not saying
lobster pizza.
Yeah.
I have not had a lobster pizza before.
I don't think I have either, but okay, I'll try it.
Yeah,
I
right?
don't think they do that at Red Lobster, to be honest with you. Like as an
think
appetizer.
so.
No way.
Yeah.
What, Red Lobster has lobster pizza as an
Yeah, I want to say they do.
Pretty sure
Wow,
you're right.
I want you to say that they do.
I think it's like a margarita type pizza, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
used to
lobster and langostino pizza.
Oh, Lagostino's, yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't know what a lagostino is. But.
Yeah, it's another fish.
Ah, okay.
It's another shrimpish kind of a shrimpish looking thing.
Pretty good.
Oh, I haven't had Langostinos in forever. That was a Massachusetts thing that we always had those from time to time. It's been a long time, though. Damn.
All right, so there's a question for us.
All right.
You're given $25,000 and a plane ticket to go anywhere, but you have to leave tonight. Where are you going and why?
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of where.
If I have to leave tonight, the first thing that comes to mind is Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can check. Is the Seahawks game here or is it in Vegas this weekend?
That's a good question.
Oh, wow. That's a good call. I didn't even think about that.
I might have to think about that one because that might be kind of fun.
All right. I can check that for you hopefully soon. Whoever gets there first, probably Danny.
At Vegas.
At Vegas. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Catch the game. Go to the bars and
Yeah, with $25,000, you could spring for a ticket to go see the game.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what I would do? I think I would just get those tickets. Can we go to Bora Bora? That's where my wife's always wanted to go. And like
Bora Bora.
Yeah, like it's like and stay on the water in like one of those little huts.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's super cool.
Is it Bora Bora or is that Belize?
I think it's Bora Bora.
Both, I guess.
Or both, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
Vicky
right,
found it. Yeah, like those little huts on the water. And like
those
that's
are
like your
pretty
little
awesome.
that's like your little hotel.
Yeah.
And like the
that's
water's
pretty awesome.
ridiculous. Yeah, dude. Like $25,000 and tickets to get there. I feel like we could spring that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or get one of those fat houses that they have where it has like a pool on the water. Oh, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah. That'd probably basically be one night there for $25,000. But you know what? It's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. How about you, Vic? Where would you go with 25 G's?
I'm going to Ireland. I'm definitely going. I want to go travel the entire country, and I want to suck face with as much or as many Irish dudes as I can. Because
I'm going to kiss their Blarney Stone?
Yes, I'm obsessed with the Irish accent. Especially like when I watch shows like Misfits or like there's just a lot of shows I watch with like Irish actors and accents, and I go crazy. So I just kind of that's on my bucket list.
All right then. Well, watch out, Ireland.
Yeah, really.
Did Danny say where he's going?
Selfishly, I would say Ireland as well, but also my girlfriend just graduated with her master's degree, and she wants to go and just sit on a beach somewhere for as long as possible and like have mojitos. So I'd probably take
so
her.
just take her to West Seattle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go to Alki. You're fine.
Well, especially this weekend with the 100-degree weather. But
Yeah, congratulate your girlfriend on that, dude. Because you know what, I loved what she was getting her PhD in, so that's awesome. Congrats.
Master's, but yes, we're gonna.
PhD is not a master's.
No,
not a doctor.
No, not a doctor.
Oh wow, I totally always confuse those two. Well, you know what? Good for her. Either way, master's is nothing to sneeze at.
So I'd say we'd probably, if we had to leave tonight, we'd probably go to Cancun.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Our buddy Caesar just got back from Cancun.
Oh, you're sharing so many pictures. That water
I
is
know.
beautiful.
It's ridiculously gorgeous. Yeah, that would. I wouldn't be upset if that's where I went. You know, for 25 G's to Cancun,
Right.
you can have a blast there for that much money.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can go crazy.
Yeah.
So
Make it
That's about
rain.
Do you now refer to her as your there's someone who has a master's? Is that like some kind of title to it?
Well, no, but she makes me call her master now. So
Especially that feels like that would be that's a personal question.
for like the whole week, it's just been, she's my master. It's just a thing.
I like that plan.
So do you have a caller too? No.
You know what, Vicky? Let's leave that out, okay?
You brought it up.
Catch Danny being walked on Alki Beach this weekend
And
on his skateboard.
Oh
And a
dear,
get mask.
on his skateboard.
It's part of the celebration, Danny. I mean, what kind of boyfriend are you?
That's true.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we have a big question that has to be answered. As you know, Ryan Castle is out this week. Taryn Daly is filling in for him. So here is the big question. What do Taryn Daly and an ATV have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
Taryn Daly is filling in for Ryan Castle this week. So, what do Taryn Daly and an ATV have in common?
They're both built to absorb shock, and they don't mind getting a little dirty.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey. One texter said they both get dirtier the further they go.
Wow, okay. All right, then.
Both make my body jingle when I said,
hey,
these texters.
Yeah, they are.
They've gone too far.
Have they gone too far?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, really.
I have in my brain, too.
Yeah.
Vicky wants to take both out for a ride. Oh, hey, Vicky's fine.
Yeah, she does.
And we're not too far away, so let's go.
I'm in.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you about this. Cops in Oklahoma City were transporting a guy named Lucas to jail, and, well, Lucas got away. He managed to open the cop car door, ran into the woods, and he found a four-wheeler. So, of course, Lucas is like, well, I'm already a criminal. I'm going to steal it. Cops chased him as he blew through stop signs, hit speeds of over 70 miles an hour, and he did all this, by the way, while still handcuffed. He eventually did get to a spot in a paved road where it turned to a dirt road, and a cop was parked in the middle blocking him, so he tried to go around their car, crashed into a giant puddle of mud, and that stopped him.
He hit Wes Scanlon?
Yeah, he hit Wes Scanlon. Can you believe that? Right, that big puddle of mud. Yeah. He said, "My give up, my give up." Yeah, he's going to jail. Taryn Daly, she's out of jail, but she does have a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
And she's an entrepreneur. I found her Instagram page. Apparently, she is a self-love coach and speaker.
Oh, wow. Self-love coach, and she just got left.
I want to be a self-love coach. I put in like 10,000 hours at least in self-love.
It's a different kind of self-love, Steve.
Wow. No doubt about it, sir. Malcolm Gladwell's got nothing on you.
Self-love is self-love.
Yeah. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Your kids will be saying,
Please 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that.
and
look how high I can bounce.
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.